When I first moved in with him, everything seemed perfect, like a romance novel come to life. He was charming, attentive, and our chemistry was electric. But there was always something unsettling about the way he avoided a certain door in the basement. I chalked it up to his quirky habits, assuming it was just a storage room filled with old junk. Curiosity got the better of me one afternoon when he was out, and I decided to take a peek. What I found behind that door was the shock of my life, the kind of revelation that makes your heart drop to your stomach and your mind race with 1,000 questions. The room was lined with photographs of his ex, hundreds of them staring back at me from every wall. It was like stepping into a shrine dedicated to her memory, each picture more intimate than the last. I felt a mix of rage and betrayal crash over me like a tidal wave. How could he keep this from me? My hands trembled as I flipped through a scrapbook lying open on the table, filled with love notes and postcards. My heart pounded as I realized that these mementos weren't just from the past, they were recent. Some of the notes mentioned details of our current life, as if she were still a significant part of it. When he returned home that evening, the confrontation was explosive. I demanded answers, my voice echoing off the walls of our now tainted home. He stood there, eyes wide with shock, stumbling over his words as he tried to explain. He claimed that he hadn't been able to let her go, that he was caught in a web of nostalgia and guilt. But his excuses were nothing more than a poor disguise for the truth that he was still emotionally entangled with her. The realization hit me like a punch to the gut. I was living in the shadow of a ghost, a third wheel in my own relationship. I stormed out, needing space to process the betrayal and decide what came next. As I walked through the neighborhood, I dug deep into my own feelings, uncovering a painful truth about myself. I had ignored the warning signs because I didn't want to face the possibility of starting over. This secret room had become a physical manifestation of my own denial, a hidden corner of my heart where I had locked away my doubts and fears. The twist was, I wasn't just betrayed by him, I had betrayed myself by choosing comfort over honesty. As I stood on the precipice of a new chapter, I vowed never to let myself be blind to the truth again.